Finding out that Pachinko is back with Season 2, I revisited Apple TV to subscribe and watch the series. As an Android Samsung phone user, the interface to watch the video is very bad, and the payment system is ever so hard that I got fed up during the process, and even when I want to spend my own money, it's so hard. Anyway, moving into the contents itself, it's brilliant. The series was said to be filmed in Toronto and Busan, and not only the acting and the storyline, but the cinematography, visuals, and music is stunning that I just sat down and watched through episodes 1 to 3 of Season 2 in one go. I found the lines in this scene especially touching, which seemed to send out a strong message. Sunja talks about her grandson and says that she had hoped that things would be better for him. She talks about when she was his age, when she was going through hard times during the war, and says that she would expect life to be better and easier for her grandson. Then this random man who met Sunja randomly says something that touches our hearts. He says you can't blame your grandson for not living in a world gone mad, and says no matter the times, life is never easy. And that's true because life is never really easy. Korea has shown rapid economic growth in the past few decades from one of the poorest countries to currently now one of the top 10 economic nations of the globe, and we hear adults say, life is much easier nowadays compared to when they were young. Yes, we are thankful that we're not going through a wartime period, but life is hard, and especially for Solomon, who is a third-generation Korean immigrant living in Japan, he faces an identity crisis at work because he's considered neither truly Japanese or truly Korean. He has to face discrimination against himself and his family in everyday life because of his ethnicity. He also gets fired because he messes up and he's unable to convince a Korean landowner to sell the land for his company, where the landowner is angry that he doesn't feel for the Koreans. Solomon talks with his colleague about no matter how smart they are and how hard they work or try, they will never be promoted above a certain level because of their ethnicity. I love how the series moves back and forth between the first generation and the third generation, but the shift is within a similar emotional context, bonded by the hardships that they're each facing, which are different by their generation, but it is always there. I'm also looking forward into the remaining stories of the second generation, which can be even more of a tragedy, as those who have read the novel will know that Noah, who was a smart and kind child, eventually commits suicide, and I can already feel that it will be a heartache for the viewers. Let's wait and see how the remaining episodes unfold.